security to say the job. Like they
Order,
should just
honorable
come out to our
senators.
streets and prove to them that whatever
Thank you,
happened
Mr.
last
Speaker.
year,
I personally
it
believe
happened
that
bado this
all
year,
of
and it is
us
going to be
are
even
born
worse
with
than what
ability
happened
to tell right
last
from
year.
wrong.
So to see
And
your
the
government, not
Speaker
feel
and the
intimidated.
statement from
Mobilize,
Senator
tell a
Cherargei
friend to tell a
gives
friend.
me an
Kwanza
opportunity to say this,
university
Mr. Speaker.
students, we
I
have
have
numbers, they have
absolute
numbers
faith
huko.
in every
Wakuje
member of this
wote.
House.
Usiogope ati
It
sijui
will
nini
take time,
itafanyika.
but you will come
We'll
to
be
see the
out there,
light
we'll be
that
on the
what is right
lookout, and
is
we're
right
going to
and what
stand in
is wrong is
solidarity.
wrong.
Viva.
It doesn't matter who's the victim of a police brutality.
Thank
It
you,
is
thank
wrong
you,
because
thank you. Like the
Kenyans
passion, like
envisaged
the
a
fire. Thank
service
you.
moving away
Everyone,
from a
show up,
force.
show up. The most
And what
important
has
thing is to
happened in
show
the
up
past, Mr.
on the
Speaker,
ground.
we
Everyone,
don't
Bogia,
begrudge anyone
Mombasa
on
Road,
majority
show up.
side.
Wayakiwe,
We
everywhere,
understand
everywhere.
why
We
you
have to
have to
pour
go
into the city
all the
as
time.
one.
When you
We
see
all have the
police
program.
bludgeoning
We are
us in the
following that
streets, we
program to
understand
the
why we need
latter.
to celebrate.
Let me give the
But the good
microphone
thing
to
is that
Joseph
in the
Kitao.
fullness
Welcome,
of time,
Joseph Kitao.
I can see the light is shining all.
Jose, unasikia? Jose is not ready. Wanjiru, do you have any
Way on the
comments to read
majority
for
side.
us? Wanjiru, co-host, thank you to a good job to our co-hosts who are helping run the space.
Comments ziko. Thank you so much, Afro.
Senator Mungatana was the first
And
light.
sijui nianzie na gani. We have 55, but I also go to the most relevant one.
Yeah, read like 12 or something.
Karen and the majority leader.
Sawa
Because the problem we
sawa.
have,
I think
Majority
naona
leader,
zote
my
ni
brother, is
free
that
comment.
although the
Amesema free the
constitution
Queen.
expresses the police as having independent
Yeah,
command.
kuna Wanjiko and
When we
Max
see
wamesema
pronouncements
Jericho
from
must
senior
calm
members
down.
of the
June
executive,
25th,
for instance, the CS
2025, the
for
walls of Jericho must
interior,
calm
we were
down.
protesting and he's the one assigning
Aya,
timelines. He says
sijui
by
kama
5
utanipatia
a.m.
chance
the
nisome
police will be there to
Biblia,
deal with Sifuna
but
and
maybe
his crooks.
baadaye.
That's what he used to do.
Kuna someone
Then we
anaitwa
question
RMJ
ourselves about the
amesema
independence
Joshua
of the
one
police.
line
And the
inasema,
IG of police
have I not
repeats
commanded
and
you, be
echoes
strong
the
and
things
of
that are
good
coming from the
courage, do
executive.
not be
Then that
afraid
line between
or
the
be
police and the
dismayed,
executive
for the
becomes
Lord your
blurred.
God
We
is
will
with you wherever you
condemn
go.
every
Kwa
single
hivyo wenye
incident where
wanaamini
police are
Mungu wa
abusing their power.
Israeli, hata
I
kama
am not
Israeli
in the habit, by
wanapigana,
the way, of laughing at people who
inasema
used to laugh at me.
Mungu amesema
Because
hivyo.
I think my mission
Alafu
in this life, I
kuna
think I
Wanjiku
will be
tena the
at
standard.
ease,
Kuna Dennis
at
Juguna,
peace,
June
Mr. Speaker.
25th is a
The day
reality
all of
march
us
to
join
State
us saying
House.
we must have
Hiyo
a
lazima
country
ina
that
happen.
works for
Kuna
everyone, that
Mumo
respects law.
Samson anasema, I will show up so that I don't have to sit in spaces like this discussing the same bad leadership, corruption, blah blah blah. It's time, guys, it's time. Kuna Dr. Carlos anasema broke all media houses, spam government propagandists, spam government hashtags, retweet our hashtags, retweet the space. Viva, asante sana Dr. Carlos. Tuko na Jambaya Ita hapo kwa kamba za kuwafunga goons, very good idea. So pia we are sharing ideas, I believe. Kuna Lynn Mithiri anasema the minerals found in Kenya. I think there is a photo she has posted there. There is a lot of minerals. Kuna gold, titanium, soda ash, a lot. Na hizi zote zimekuwa get kept na kina Kasongo na watu wao. So we have to actually go and make sure the wealth that this country has is back to us. Another inasema center of ideology, anasema Uganda stands with us. So pia Uganda iko na sisi. And Liglenwar, sijui anasemaje, this time ni kudestroy the status quo kabisa. No compromise, no relenting, no mercy, hadi the system collapses. Haya, ni hayo tu kwa sasa, lakini ukiniruhusu
I received the highest vote
niko
of
na
those 6 people,
Pastor
including
Wanjiru is
more
in the
votes than the
house, so
president
give
in
me
Nairobi.
like
So I speak
2
for more
minutes
people
of
than
your
him.
moment.
Mr. Speaker, can I be
Nihubiri
allowed to
kidogo.
proceed? I am
Okay,
the
then
most
nitaruka,
interrupted senator in this house.
kidogo
For
ninajua.
heaven's sake.
Order, honorable
Kama uko
senators.
na
You should
karibu
call
na
it for what
Biblia
it is.
yako, enda kwa 1 Samuel 13
I'm guiding you. If you proceed in that
chapter
manner, you know exactly
wanzia
what will
hapo
be followed.
mstari wa 9.
I now require
Nitaanzia
Senator
mstari wa
Edwin
8 ili
Sifuna,
mwelewa.
pursuant to standing order
Biblia
1052,
inasema
to withdraw and apologize.
he
My
waited for
conviction is
7
right.
days, the
My
time
conscience
set.
is clear.
Nimesema vizuri,
I
1 Samuel
refuse to
13
withdraw
verses
or
9.
apologize for any
Nitamalizia
of those
hapo
sentiments because they are
10.
the truth.
Haya,
Senator
Biblia
Sifuna,
inasema, so
I'll
he
just walk
said,
out.
bring me ni wapi hapa? Wacha nianzie maybe from 5 ili mwelewa. Nitasoma haraka sana. The Philistine assembled to fight
Order,
Israel,
honorable
and
senators.
3,000 Charlotte 6,000 whatever. They went up to Mikash. I 6. Some Hebrews even crossed the Jordan to the land of Gad and Gilead. Saul remained at Gilgal, and all troops with him were quaking with fear. He waited for 7 days, the time set by Samuel, but Samuel did not come to Gilgal, and Saul's men started to scatter. So he said, "Bring me the burnt offering and the fellowship offerings," and Saul offered up the burnt offerings. Chapter 10. Hapa ndio Ruto tabia zake zinaingililia. Just as he finished making the offering, Samuel arrived, and Saul went out to greet him. Samuel asked, "What have you done?" Saul replied, Saul hapa in context ni Ruto, Samuel ni sisi na God. Saul replied Ruto, "When I saw the men were scattering, and that you did not come at the set time, and that the Philistines were assembling at Michmash, akaanza kuua watu, I thought, now the Philistine will come down kama venye tunaenda State House, and venye we occupied the streets, how we think that is happening. Now the Philistines will come down against me at Gilgal. I have not sought the Lord's favor. So I felt compelled to offer the burnt offerings." This is how he killed Akinalex Masai, because Ruto has hana the God's favor in him. Then Samuel replied, "You have done a foolish thing." Hapa sasa ni Mungu anaambia Kasongo, "You have done a foolish thing. You have not kept the command the Lord your God gave you. If you had, he would have established your kingdom over Israel for all time." Chapter 14, Kasongo's here. "But now your kingdom will not endure. The Lord has sought out a man after his own favor, after his own heart, and appointed him a ruler of his people, because you have not kept the Lord's command." So na the numbers of Kasongo are numbered. Mtu asikuje kukwambia he has not hana favor ya God hata kidogo. Biblia inasema he never waited for God. Instead of waiting for God, Kasongo went and started bribing the churches with 20 million, 100 million for construction, and went ahead and killed us. So kama wewe ni wa kanisa, feel encouraged, ujue God's favor is with us. God's favor left Kasongo a long time ago. Anyway, Pastor Wanjiro, imeishia hapo. Back to your floor.
Hey, thank you so much for that powerful reading of the word of God. This is the word of the Lord. Blessed be his holy name. That means Mungu
After
ako na
Senshik,
sisi.
I have something to ask.
Add. Okay, ask.
Okay, I was asking, I don't know if you guys have talked to matatu operators, like the circles and all that. Like, are people being ferried to town?
People are finding their own way to get to town. Right now, matatu
Okay, like people are
circles.
coming like their own separately. Like,
Yes, and then we.
okay, because I saw KOT alikuwa ameuliza if like people are going to be ferried to town, like alikuwa request if matatu operators are like if they can come in and like offer to bring people back like to town and back.
KOT, do you have any?
Maybe KOT can tell us. Acha KOT kako hapa niambie.
Ako hapa. Wewe KOT. Umesikia swali?
Afro, can I give an input on that?
Yes, go ahead.
Because I think if we organize and we're in one matatu, it makes it easier for these policemen or the goons to actually attack us. So I think it's just mobilizing in town, because it will make it easier for them when we're in one place.
Mr.
So
Speaker,
just
can I be
scatter
allowed to
and
proceed? I am the most interrupted senator in this house.
That's my opinion.
For heaven's sake.
Order, honorable senators.
We should call it for what it is.
Perfect.
Afro, just a minute so that we can help
I now
our
require
ladies
Senator Eden Sifuna, pursuant to standing order 105,
we noted something.
to withdraw and
As much as
apologize.
we
My conviction
had
is
the
right.
backup
My conscience is clear.
Of what
I
we
refuse
called,
to withdraw
I think Bukai
or
Zakawea,
apologize
what we call
for
as the
any of those
People
sentiments
Defense
because
Force.
they are the truth.
That one
Senator
helped
Sifuna.
the ladies.
I'll just
People
walk out.
Defense Force are the people, as the people. Si ati ni kuna mahali yote ati imeundwa. We, as we come here, first
Order,
of all,
honorable senators.
we are the soldiers and we are the security. Sisi wenyewe. Now, where does our unity, where does our strength get tested? Tukifika CBD, tukifika kwa sababu tukiwa CBD, first of all, to the ladies, my message to the ladies, I've always said and I've always told people, this is not a concert. This is not a movie. Ama tunaenda sijui nini. No. This is war. And in war,
moving away from a force.
possibility of
And what has
anything
happened in the past,
happening
Mr. Speaker,
inakuwa
we
very
don't
hard. This is not to send
judge
fear,
anyone on the majority
but
side. We understand why you
kuna
have to
the
do what
soft
you do
targets
all the
wanakuwaga
time.
ni
When you
wasichana
see police
ama
blood joining us
wamama.
in the streets,
Those
we
would be the
understand why
soft
you need to
targets.
celebrate.
Avoid
But
things
the good
like
thing is that
carrying
in the fullness of time,
your
I
expensive
can see the
phone,
light
umeenda
shining all the way
nayo.
on the majority
If
side,
you
this
are,
happened
you
on
can
the opposition
organize
side.
yourself, you want to
Senator
take those
Mkatana was the
photos,
first in
nini
the
nini.
night. Senator
Jiorganizeni
Khalwale these
kama
days
mko
very
watano,
reasonable.
mmoja abebe
I can
simu.
see now
Hiyo ni
my
siku ya
brother
kutembea na
Engineer
vitu
J,
kama
soon it will
trucks,
get to carry them, the
longi,
majority leader.
sneakers,
Because the problem we
unaelewa?
have,
Such kind of
Mr.
thing.
Bwana Majority
Because what
Leader,
we are
my
saying,
brother, is that
we
although the
have
Constitution
said
expresses
our
the police as
maandamano and
having
our protests
independent
are peaceful.
command,
There
when
is
we see
nowhere we are
pronouncements from
arranging
senior
ama
members of
tunapanga
the
ati tunapanga
executive, for instance, the
violence
CS
or
for
anything. There's nothing
Interior,
like
who we were
that. The
protesting and is
people
the one
who are
assigning
good in
timelines. He
doing
says by 5
that
a.m.,
kind of
the police
business,
will be there to
there is
deal
no
with Sifuna
themselves.
and his
They are the
groups. That's what
political
he used to
class.
do. Then
We
we
are aware
question
that the
ourselves about
Nairobi
the independence
leadership,
of the police. And
through
the
the
IG of
broad-based
police
nonsense,
repeats and
are
echoes
busy
the things that are coming from the executive.
organizing
Then
such
that line between
eventualities.
the police and
But
the
then
executive
again, they
becomes
will
blurred.
find the
We will
people
condemn every
prepared.
single incident where police
We
are
won't
abusing
say
their
how
power.
prepared, but
I
they
am
will
not in the
find the
habit,
people
by the way,
prepared.
of laughing
So
at
let
people
us
who
go out there. Let us exercise the caution
used
that
to laugh at me.
we can
Because I
exercise, and the
think my
caution
mission
is,
in
first
this
of
life,
all, don't
I think I
usitembe
will
peke yako.
at ease,
Do not
at peace,
usitembe
Mr.
peke
Speaker.
yako.
The day
Wasichana,
all of
don't
us
walk
join
two,
us,
three, ati
saying we must have a
mkiwa peke
country that
yenu
works
without
for everyone, that respects
men
rule.
being around you. The ladies wakae katikati. The men can walk uku kando. Sisi tunaweza tembea huku kando. Let us be each other's keeper. Those are the small things that we'll find zinaweza kaa hivi, but those are the organization. Because what they will do, you saw what they do. First of all, they usually empower the boda guys. The boda guys in the CBD are pro people. Those are pro people. Maybe a few 1, 2, 3 elements, but those are pro people. So I had somebody anauliza sako. The people we should be engaging, let us by tomorrow, people wakuwa wamesha engage the boda guys in the CBD. The boda guys in the CBD help us in this manner. When the political class infiltrate through goons, and you saw what they did, they send other bodas from other places to ferry the goons in the CBD. Now, that's where the boda guys in town come in. They're able to know the infiltration, wanajuaga huu ni wao, si wao. So, hao ndio watu. The other thing, Afro, hiyo siku, don't hesitate to promote the boda guys in town. Hao ni ukiwapea roabe, so we can decide that day if we are marching. Let us not march as alone. Yeah, tunaweza tafuta watu wa bodaboda kama 100, umeelewa? 100 200 mnabebana wawili, and then we just do a convoy ya town ya kutembea tukiwa hivyo. That's how you counter this nonsense. So hata wakati kutakuwa na infiltration tu hivi tap, we will be able to notice. And to the so-called community business, this is our message to you. We are not in the business of interfering with your business. We are not in the business of looting. The looters are well known. The looters were organized, and that information is in the public domain. The clips are there. The goons who got caught and were beaten, they confessed who sent them. We are appealing to the leadership of Nairobi County, more particularly the MCAs. This is the nation speaking through its people. And if the people of Kenya in an extent wamefika mahali wanasema they are tired and they are very ready to exercise Article 1 of the Constitution, please keep it off. There is no amount of intimidation. Hakuna mtu atakuja kukupigia if the good preacher Wanjiru has preached. Na akasema the Bible says this and this. The dues that Kansongo was given and what he failed to do to the people. If it has been said, it will collapse. Wewe MCA mwenye unatumwa na a few hundred kwenda kutafuta vijana kulipa na kuja kupiga watu town, it will not work for you. And those are the leaders we need to remember, if at all we will have a voting in this country. How ndio viongozi? The people of Nairobi will not forget that the governor at some point sent people send goons in the city. That one will remember wakati tunapiga kura. Hata wale ma MCA tunawajua. Those that are pro this regime and are doing the impunity on its behalf, don't forget them. Now, lastly, Afrocentric, because this is very important. The broad-based bloggers have been very, very busy this week. They have sold the narrative that this is an attempt by the Kikuyus or some people from some quarters to come back to power. We want to tell the tribal card will not work. It will not work. This movement has nothing to do with the tribe. We have not said that this movement, in case the regime collapses, it is time for Munyoro and others to come in. No. It is not. The people of Kenya have a problem with the entire political class and how it is organized. They want to start organizing themselves. And that is a debate will come up after we are done with the enemy himself. So what wengine musilipe, because I've seen my good friends from the other side get sucked into this narrative. When Albert dies, Albert does not come from my region. My region will rally the call to call for justice. When Rose gets arrested unlawfully, it is the Republic and the people of Kenya to rise up and call out the government. Hatuko hapa on the basis of tribes. No. And don't be swayed. So to my friends who have been sold that narrative and you're busy peddling those lies, let us call a spade a spade. Has William Ruto failed the doctors? Yes, he has. Has William Ruto failed the teachers? Has he failed the education system? Yes, he has. Has William Ruto continues to tell us SHA and staff are working when they are not? Yes. If we all agree that the government is the problem, then the basis of being told this tribe versus this tribe Afro does not arise. Thank you for reminding me the bell. Asante, and I learned.
Thank you so much, Rasji, for landing so much. We appreciate all your points. And to pass the microphone quickly to Pineapple. You had something to add?
Oh yes, I had something to add to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, women, we are going to be the targets. There was a plot that they wanted to stab women, nini. So your security is on you, ladies. Come out in numbers. Also, carry pepper sprays or tasers. If you do not have access to any of them, there are homemade recipes where you can make pepper sprays. Do not come unarmed. Your protection is on you. Thank you.
Thank you. Quickly, very quickly to book out. Karibu, comrade. The microphone is yours. Good to have you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, comrade. How are you?
I'm doing good. Very ready for Wednesday. How about you?
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day on Wednesday. A day for us to carry the banner of our martyrs, to remind ourselves that we shall never forget those comrades that have made the ultimate sacrifice. They have paid with their lives for us to advance this travel. So on Wednesday is a day for our martyrs, to say that we will never forget or allow our children or even grandchildren or many generations to forget the sacrifices of our martyrs during last year's GNC uprising. And for those people who have been martyred by the police since last year. And it also, in my opinion, it should also be a day for us to reclaim our heroes, not the home guards, not the betrayers, but those who have continued to sacrifice their lives for this country. It's a day for Dedan Kimathi. It is a day for, Bildad Kagia. It's a day for Wasonga Sijeyo. It's a day to remember everybody that have suffered in the hands of the state. to try and expand this civic and the civic space, to expand the space that we continue to advance our struggle. But also, in my opinion, on Wednesday is also a day to remind ourselves that there is nothing that we can get from this system without a fight. Remember last year, we said everything we wanted to say. We were very clear about the collective aspirations of the majority of the Kenyan people in regard to the finance bill. We were very clear. We spoke out in videos. We spoke out in with letters that we wrote to different government departments. We even involved certain judicial processes, and we took the issue to court to challenge certain clauses in the finance bill that were actually anti-people, that relegated our sovereignty to certain foreign interests like IMF and World Bank. But nobody listened to us completely. So until the parliament was run over, until several young people in this country were martyred, that is when President Ruto said he rescinded to sign on the finance bill. So this is a confirmation that we can say anything we want, but at the very end of it, we will not get anything from this government without consistently fighting for it, because that is what this government, is made of. They're made of thieves. They want to. I really like what Ra said last, in last contribution here, that the country was handed over to businessmen, and they are running this country as if they're the board of directors of Kenya Limited, and they want to share, just completely the spoils of business, and it basically means that even they are not they are even more willing to sell us as slaves, and that is why President William Samoei Ruto has come with this backward policy. If people say they don't want they don't have jobs, they don't have employment, why do you say I will take you abroad to work? If it is a nurse, we need more nurses here. If it's a doctor, we need more doctors here. If it is engineers, we need more engineers here. Why do you want to, export Kenyan people unless you are a broker of the slaves? So you're not just selling the countries. You also want to sell the labor power of the Kenyan people because you don't want to build industries at home to employ people. So this government has turned its priorities upside down. It's an anti-people government. On Wednesday, in fact, demonstrations are meant to disrupt things. Demonstrations are also meant to, to demonstrate that there is a failure in boardroom, that the government of the day does not understand, the collective logic of the majority of the people who have put them in power. So what we are requesting that those people who are doing business in town, they should just ensure that their businesses are closed and they join the rest of the citizens to demand for a better Kenya. Because we are not just fighting for ourselves, we are also fighting for them. So let them join us. And if they happen to open their businesses, let them do them like they did last year, where we can get water. They ensure that they can support this movement in whatever way, because after all, a better Kenya is good for all of us. It's not just good for Buka or the people in the streets. And also, when we go to the street, it's important to bring to everybody that we are going to the street because we are tired at home. We don't have money, we don't have jobs, our parents are sick, we cannot take care of them, our children wants to go to school. So we are not going to the streets because it is our hobby to go to the streets. It is the system that has imposed this violence on us. So we are just getting out to the street to survive. And even when we get out to the street to survive and they kill us, we are sure that there will be KOT to return to town tomorrow. We know there is Afrocentric that will return to town tomorrow. So it's not a question of, because this consistent police killing is actually meant to scare all of us to stay home. So if we stay home, then basically it means that this government has won because they want to keep people at home. They want to run a peaceful economy, to raise money, raise taxes, but not to deliver services to the people. Unacceptable. You cannot do that. So it is extremely important to remind the people staying at home that there are people who are staying at home and they are dying of hunger. There are people who are staying at home. They cannot stand up today to join us in the street because they are sick and they don't have medicine. There are people who are staying home because they are not mentally okay, because the system has imposed total oppression and repression on them. This is the reason why we go to the street, to tell the government of the day that we are giving you a red card. You have not done your job. You went to politics to enrich yourself and your family members. This is not what we bargained for. And for that reason, we are recalling you. We don't want you to lead us because, and comrades, I think it's also important to understand that President William Samoei Ruto, he lost his popularity last year. He lost his popularity completely. Nobody wants President William Samoei Ruto. Children, the Gen Zs, the old people, they don't want President William Samoei Ruto. So what is sustaining President William Samoei Ruto is the instruments of violence of the state. It's the instruments of violence that he keeps on the state. Otherwise, his government will have fallen if he has not, it does not send police to kill, to maim us. It does not send, a threat to unleash the violence of the military on the innocent people that are only demanding for their rights. So, are we going to allow goons and policemen to crush the collective will of the people? Because you see, the system has alienated people from production. They have alienated people from work, from employment. They have alienated people from housing, from basic needs. So these people that are alienated, that are antisocial, these are the people that the government and are employing them as goons to come. You are given 500 shillings or 200 shillings to come and cut us with a bang. That's how silly it is. And then at the very end of it, you still return to the same chaos to be led by the same politicians. So what you are saying, what you are telling the goons that are coming to the street, we are promising you death. Because we are already dying at home. So don't come to cause chaos, to hurt innocent people that are only expressing their rights. Don't come. If you don't want to be in the streets, stay home. Because for us, it's a day to express our genuine love for our homeland, to remind ourselves of our sense of patriotism, and to say that the collective consciousness of the Kenyan people is actually going up. Last year, the politicians still thought that we are going to be divided along backward tribal lines. And that is why sometimes I feel quite depressed. Today I was in town and I bumped on that guy, that horrible guy, alive. And he was telling me, Buka, you just continue to demonstrate until one day a leg has to be broken. And I was so angry with him. He was sheepishly laughing there. But the truth is that even those online bloggers that are fighting all of us, they have a sense to know that when Kenya starts to ban, they will not be blogging out of Kenya. They will be actually blogging in Kenya. So it's important to remind them that this war is not just for Buka or Bukeuti. We are fighting for an entire Kenya. So if they want to, put up the Kenyan